Did you know that Africa was once home to a city larger and better organized than Lisbon? This is just one of the many myths about African history that we are going to debunk today. Welcome to Myth vs. Fact History channel, where we uncover the hidden truths of our past. Let's start with Great Zimbabwe. Built between 1100 and 1450 CE, this stone city housed 18,000 people. Its walls, constructed without mortar, still stand strong after 800 years. Yet, colonial narratives claimed it was built by Phoenicians or Arabs, not indigenous Africans. The truth. Great Zimbabwe is a testament to African architectural genius. Next, we travel to Timbuktu. Often dismissed as a myth or mere trading post, Timbuktu was actually a thriving university city with 25,000 students and 700,000 manuscripts. Its library was larger than any in Europe during the Middle Ages. This contradicts the myth that Africa had no written history or intellectual tradition. Now, let's explore the Songhai Empire. At its peak, it controlled 1.4 million square kilometers, larger than Western Europe. Under Askia Muhammad I, it had an organized civil service and taxation system. This challenges the myth that African states were small, tribal, and lacked centralized bureaucracy. Benin City is another marvel. When the Portuguese arrived in 1485, they recorded it as larger and better organized than Lisbon. Its walls stretched 10,000 miles. Yet, it was destroyed by the British in 1897, and myth persists that Benin was a primitive jungle settlement. Aksum, in Ethiopia, minted its own coins and built stone obelisks up to 33 meters tall. It adopted Christianity in 330 CE, before most of Europe. Yet, myths claim Christianity was introduced to Africa only by Europeans and that Africa had no coinage or monumental architecture. The Ishango bone, a 20,000-year-old mathematical tool from Congo, demonstrates multiplication, prime numbers, and possibly lunar calendars. Older than any European math, it contradicts myths that mathematics originated in Greece or Egypt and that Africans had no abstract thought. Egyptian geometry further proves African mathematical prowess. They calculated pi, used the golden ratio, and understood fractions and algebra 2,000 years before Greece. Yet, myths persist that Greek mathematics was the sole origin of the field and that Egypt was not part of Africa. The first Africans in America arrived with Columbus, and African slaves first came to the Spanish Caribbean in 1502. Yet, myths claim Columbus's voyage was exclusively European and that Africans were only slaves, never free participants. Shaka Zulu, real chief of the Zulu people from 1816 to 1828, reorganized the military into the Amabuto system. Myths portray him as a fictional character or a savage without strategic genius. The truth. Shaka was a military innovator. These facts reverse the civilization narrative, proving that civilizations rose and fell in Africa for millennia before slavery. The institutionalization of racial supremacy began in 1434 with Portuguese explorer Guilherme claiming to discover Cape Bojeda, already inhabited by Africans. This narrative persists today, but we must reclaim our history. Modern Africans are reviving ancient manuscripts and oral traditions, proving the continuity of African intellectual and cultural innovation. So, next time you hear a myth about African history, remember the facts. Africa is the cradle of civilization, and its contributions to the world are immeasurable. Thank you for watching Myth vs. Fact History channel.